You are now tuned in.
You are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And tonight, we have another one for the books. Melvin Sharp, former University of Miami player, will be joining the conversation. And he got a lot to say. So let's add him on to the live stream here. What's going on, King? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Oh man, I can't complain. I mean, I guess I could, but don't nobody care.
You know how that goes.
So how's your family, man? Everybody all right?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Unfortunately, we lost mom this past September, so she was the rock of the family. So that was a blow. But other than that, we're hanging tough together. It's pulling us closer.
And my condolences to you and your family. And unfortunately, I know the feeling.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
No doubt. So where you want to start at, bruh? We started the first time you played football.
Phew, that's way back, '88. We held it down Highland Park High School. Had a lot of brothers that went to play college ball. We even had a young brother by the name of L.J. Smith. Had to shout him out. Caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He played for the Eagles. Unfortunately, they lost against Tom Brady and the boys. But for a small town, mile square long, we put a lot of cats on the map.
Wait a minute, you say Highland Park?
Highland Park, Middlesex County, in
Oh,
between
okay.
Edison and New Brunswick.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, there's a Highland Park in Detroit too.
There's Texas, Michigan. There's a few of them.
I did not know that. I did not know
Yes,
that.
sir.
All right. What's the recruiting process like? I always wondered because I'm not an athletic individual. But is it a headache? Is it dope? Do you feel like a rock star? Do you get free shit?
Definitely. I mean, it's a free vacation. I don't know what the rules are now, but back
Mm-hmm.
when I played, you got to visit 5 schools.
Mm-hmm.
You got to the schools, and they tried to sell their schools. So took you out, showed you out, wined and dined you. So it was a great process.
Who was the most lit?
Actually, I didn't really take full advantage. I went to Rutgers, shout out to the
Uh-huh.
hometown, because,
Uh-huh.
my coach had some ties there, so I had to represent for him. I wasn't going to Rutgers only because it was too close to home, and I was trying to fly the coop. So, but I went, showed the coach some love. Then I went out to Boston College. I had a great time out there. The fellas showed me a lot of love. They took me to the Boston Garden. I saw Alonzo play. Actually, BC actually won on a game winner at the buzzer. So it was a wonderful time. It was a great night. And then a week later, I was in Miami, and then that was a wrap. I went out there. When I went out there, it was wintertime in Jersey, so like that alone damn near sold me. But they put on a nice little show. I was actually there. That year, they had won a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
So my recruit trip was during the parade. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a great weekend. I decided to go there. I did have 2 more visits left. I mean, I was trying to slide out to California, UCLA, and Hawaii.
Oh.
My coach shut that down. He's like, nah. He's like, we ain't doing that. I'm like, what do you
Really?
mean we? I said, I got 2 more trips. It didn't happen.
So wait, your coach had the ability to shut down your recruiting trips?
I could have went if I wanted to, but
Okay.
he was my coach. I respected him. We didn't want to he didn't want to, just me going on a vacation when I had absolutely no interest in going there. So I was like, all right, coach, you still got to maintain your coaching ties and all that good stuff. So, I respected his decision.
Okay. All right. So you decide to go to University of Miami, which I think most of us would have made that decision, especially what year was this?
This was 1988.
Oh, yeah, I was a junior in high school. Great year. Great year.
Great year.
And you
Yes,
said they
indeed.
just won a national title. You get down there. What's it like the first step on campus? Do people know you or are you just intimidated and just trying to find your way?
Oh no, I'm a freshman. I'm just trying to blend in. Um, no, my name was ringing no bells. I mean, we actually had my freshman year, there was actually 7 cats from Jersey. So we
Wow.
had a little Jersey clique.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but no, I was just trying to fit in.
Mm. Yeah, I remember how that is. Only I wasn't on the football team and shit. What's a day in the life of a football player at University of Miami when you first get there? Before all you get into all of the other shit. Like as far as just the actual football.
The football was great. I mean, the talent level there was like outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just competing against each other, made those guys better like every day. And everybody was trying to get to the league. So, but at the same time, everybody helped each other. No haters, strictly congratulators, and everybody balled out. And I had the pleasure of watching one of my roommates go first round, Leon Searcy. Another roommate, Darren Smith, played for the Cowboys. Um, so many guys that went pro, but for the ones that I had a special personal relationship with,
Mm-hmm.
there was nothing better watching them on the field, ball out doing their thing.
Wow, that's got to be dope. So what position did you play?
I played outside linebacker. Um, Unfortunately, my career got cut short.
Mm-hmm.
I got to an accident 10 days after arriving on campus as a freshman.
Oh,
Not even football related. Um, Ridiculous
oh,
story. Typical night, Friday night. Like I said, I was there 10 days at school. I'm outside the dorm having a conversation with one of my brothers, not knowing that there's an initiation going on about 10 yards away from me up the steps. So I was basically just in the way. The door flies open, and it's about 10 to 15 athletes running down the steps towards my direction. Now, I jumped over the rail. Another one of my teammates dove over the rail, and as I was springing up, he clipped me,
uh-huh.
and basically my ankle just snapped, and it just like spun around completely. So
Oh,
where my toe was is where my heel was, and where my heel used to be, my toe was there. Now the crazy thing about it was I didn't even feel it because there was more people jumping over the ledge. I was just trying to roll over and get out of the way. Somebody started screaming. I look up and my ankle was like dangling. And the first thing I thought about was like, damn, my pops is gonna be talking hella shit. I wasn't in pain. I could just hear my father's voice, just talking crazy.
so
And
you
yeah,
done
so
that? That's the first season done then.
yeah, that was career done.
That was career done.
That was career done. They ended that. They paid for school, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, career was a wrap.
Wow, you didn't sue their ass?
At 18, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh my god! And so what did the guys that did this shit do? They apologize and anything?
It was crazy. The dude that did it was probably one of the nicest brothers on the team. He
Uh,
came. I mean, they all came through the hospital. He came through. I remember it like yesterday, man. We were sitting there crying together. Unfortunately, he lost his life in a drinking and driving accident. Rest in peace to my man Kevin Gibbs from hometown Kevin, Coral Gables, Florida. He was gone a year later, but it's
damn.
unbelievable.
Oh my god. So you can't play football anymore. What do you do next?
Just go to school.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, I had a blast. I mean, of course, I regret getting hurt and that whole situation happening to me. But in terms of the 4 years that I was there, rooting on my teammates, enjoying life in South Florida, if I could do it all over again, the way I did it, I consider it. Outside of not having a shot at playing professional ball, and that
Mm-hmm.
was really nothing I dreamed about. I like to compete. I mean, in high school, I wasn't like. I mean, we went from baseball to basketball to football.
Mm-hmm.
We dominated in every sport, but I just like playing. So not playing football didn't really hurt me because it wasn't really a love of mine. I just like to compete.
Wow. So did you get? So were you still technically on the team? Or did
Oh
it
yeah,
get?
I got a national championship ring. I buried it with my father. Otherwise, I would have showed it to you.
Wow. What year was that you got the ring?
That was 91, I want to believe. We beat Alabama in the Sugar Bowl.
Must be nice, bro. Must really be nice.
We actually won it twice while I was there.
And so who that I would know, like who were the stars of the team when you were there?
Warren Sapp. Let's see, Kevin Williams.
Hmm.
He was a return guy. He played for Dallas. Darren Smith played linebacker for Dallas.
Remember him?
Russell Maryland. The late great Cortez Kennedy.
Remember? Oh man.
Gino Torretta, Heisman winner.
Oh.
Lamar Thomas played for the Dolphins. Ryan McNeil played for the Rams, cornerback.
God damn.
There's so many guys.
That's like
Leon
half the
Searcy.
that's like half the damn team.
I mean, we put a lot of guys in the league.
Oh my
Cats
god.
balled out.
And so like what I heard was, and you know, when you see the shit on Sports Center and they did the little documentary on the U, you know, that the players at the U were infinitely more popular than the Dolphins players. Is that true?
Facts. Yeah, they used to all the radio stations. They would promote the clubs. They'd be like, "Come out party with the Hurricanes," and they'd be shouting out players. All the clubs had our rosters at the door, so we got in free everywhere. Yeah, they showed the Dolphins no love, but I mean, you know, they were kind of back then. They were at the bottom of the barrel, but yeah,
And as a
came for
professional, you got some restrictions. This shit you really can't be seen doing per se. And some things as a college kid, it's okay because it's kind of expected that you get drunk and act the fool.
facts.
You know, so, but damn, they did have some money. You would think that they would be a little higher up the food chain. What was the party scene like? Like, is it like they say it was? Like I remember I was reading about Warren Sapp. Like right before the draft, they put out all this shit about him failing all these drug tests and all this
Oh
other
my
shit.
god.
And and,
The
and
Jets had the chance to get him.
yeah,
I was praying. He was up here in the city. We be acting a fool. And they took Kyle Brady. Can I say F you Jets on here?
absolutely.
Fuck you, New York Jets. You should have snatched my man.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
it would have been party time.
they've been
But
trash forever.
exactly,
So
forever and ever.
but was that legitimate or was it just bullshit on the side of other teams?
They said I remember that they said that he had failed 7 tests, 6 for marijuana and 1 for cocaine. I've never ever seen my brother do any cocaine, but yeah, we smoked a hell of weed and we was in college for sure. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, he was failing drug tests at the Bucks. Strictly marijuana though. You know, he was on probation for 1 year, off for 1 year. I mean, you know, he didn't care. You know, he did what he wanted to do.
Which I'm not like I don't really care about all that. You know, like if you smoking a little weed, like, and I don't think it's the same as it now as it used to be. But like, who cares? That's the opposite of a performance enhancer. Like
Exactly.
if you high, you're probably not going to play your optimal. So if I'm an opponent, I'm low key. I want you to go out and blaze up and get drunk the night before to keep it a
All of
buck.
that.
You know, what was the quarterback like? Toretta.
Gino was a cool dude. You know, he was down to earth. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, his pro career didn't really go as well, but I mean, he won the Heisman. He was a great teammate, great person.
How come it doesn't translate that? Like Heisman winners don't often translate to great professionals. You know, they may have a good career, but they don't. You know, a lot of them don't turn out to be like the superstar that they were in college.
Well, I mean, at that position, I mean, it's just a whole different ballgame. I mean, Charlie Ward won the Heisman Trophy as a quarterback at
Yeah,
Florida State. I
yeah.
mean, he couldn't see over the line.
That's why he went to the Knicks. Although, from a monetary standpoint, it made way more sense for him to go play basketball.
Exactly. And he
Yeah,
did a great job.
yeah, he did because that's money that you know you're gonna get.
Guarantees.
Yeah,
It's that guaranteed money.
yeah. You go to the NFL, like you may not have a job next week.
Year to year, exactly.
Yeah. Um, do you still talk to anybody that you went to school with?
I follow a bunch of my cats on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I still get the Miami alumni letters. I try to attend a game once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few cats I still keep up with.
Did you graduate?
No, unfortunately, I did not.
What happened?
Too much partying.
I know the feeling, bro. I know. I went to Michigan State, and that's what I majored in. But I will say that, like, for people out there, if you're young, the experience of college is something that you just can't duplicate.
Absolutely.
I would encourage you to, if you're gonna go to graduate, however, go stay on campus for a year. It is yeah, it's a type. There's a reason that the people that you meet in college are typically better friends for a lot of people than people you met prior to college or thereafter. It's just something about that bond that you had in college that kind of just sticks with you. Because I'm still cool. Like my best friend, Jesus, 25 years ago, met this cat on the bus stop. Literally today, he hit me up. Yeah, like it just I don't know what it is, man, but it's an experience, man. I remember.
Absolutely.
You got kids?
Yes, I have a 16-year-old daughter. She's the only freshman on the North Brunswick High School girls basketball team. Good
Shout out to
job,
her.
Jada Sharp.
Shout out to her. That's dope. Man, like I've got 3 daughters,
Okay.
and one graduated from Michigan, one graduated from Wayne County, and my oldest didn't go. But I remember dropping because my youngest, she had originally went to Bowling Green. Dropping them off at school was like some profound shit. It really was. And I'm talking, you want to talk about worried? I was
Yeah,
worried, but I wasn't worried because I felt like we did a good job and
I
they would
can
make
dig
good
it.
decisions, and they did for the most part. My youngest just didn't like the shit. My
I have wasted years
uh
of daydreaming scenarios and how I would react to. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'd be like, yo, snap out of it. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. I was like, the worry, it never stops.
Oh my god! But you know what? I treated them like I knew that they would be college students in the sense of a word. So I gave them the drinking advice, the dating advice. If I need to come drive 3 hours, I don't give a shit. I'll drive 3 hours to come
Exactly.
get you. Don't get in the car with somebody that drinks the whole nine. And like I say, they followed the big rules, and I was cool with that. The other shit I don't need to know about. That's between you and your homegirls or whoever,
Exactly.
you know. But the real big shit, just don't make mistakes we can't fix.
Exactly.
You know,
Don't make us put nobody in the trunk of our car.
because I will. But
Me and my daughter used to have a joke. It was like, feed it to the alligators. She was like, no, dad.
that's not a bad idea. Actually, that or some wild hogs. Wild hogs ain't no joke. They do the same damn job. You writing the book?
Say it again.
Are you writing the book?
Not yet. I've thought about it a few times, but you know what? It's too many secrets. I got to hold secrets down. I can't profit off secrets.
Really?
I mean,
None of them?
it's not my style.
I feel you on that. It would depend on who the secrets are on.
I mean, I will say this. When my mother passed away,
Mhm.
I thought about it. I was like, you know what? She's the only one I was worried about. Maybe it could be time. But no, I couldn't do that.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm not talking about family secrets, but just like school shit or certain like shit like that. Yeah, but this family secrets is kind of especially when somebody passes on. I don't want to muddy up their legacy. You
Facts.
feel me? So and I think that's just so wrong. Like Janet Jackson, she was talking about some things, about Michael, and I'm like, why now? Like he's no longer here. What you rich already? Like what purpose does that serve to kind of, shit on the man?
Yeah.
You know. So what do you do for a living?
Excuse me.
What do you do for a living?
I'm retired now. Well, COVID retired me from my job, which was some solar, and then I'm trying not to go back to work. To tell you the truth,
I'm not mad at that. What is retirement like? I look forward to that shit.
man, I got a lot of time on my hands. My nephew talked me into playing some basketball yesterday.
Uh,
I'm 52 years old. I ain't been on the court. I couldn't tell you how long. Why I listen to this cat. Now, I don't know if I want to hug him and choke him out. Because I don't feel as bad as I thought I was going to be. I came home and got that Epsom salts bath. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. He was like once a week. And I was like, hey, bro, you pushing it.
ain't no way
But
in hell I'm about to see a court right now. Them days is over.
I know.
If that shit is not on the Xbox, I'm not playing, bro.
I mean, the crazy part about it is I was saying to myself, you know what? You can get to that point where your chest is gonna be on fire and you're gonna want to just crawl off the court. I'm gonna be all right until then.
I mean, but you know what? You a big dude, so you can kind
Man,
of
listen,
post up and like I'm not.
I ain't been on the court in years. I smoke. When that feeling came that I was talking about, oh my goodness, I wanted to just drop to my knees and crawl off the court.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
stuck it out, and it was
Y'all
all
win?
right.
You win?
We lost, but it was a close game.
Oh, I hate losing. Oh, I hate fucking like I'm one of those parents that my kids were 2. I'm not gonna let you win at Candyland. I just want it.
Sorry, not sorry.
My mother was the same way though. My mother just was not on the bullshit. Like you're
Taking
gonna
no
earn
short.
this dub. Like
That's too funny.
oh my goodness, man. You see, so how bad was the COVID for you? Because I caught it and I was okay. The flu the regular flu had me so fucked up. And I mean, I was fucked up for 4 days straight. I mean, like really bad. I was sweating buckets. I couldn't sleep. When I did sleep, I had to get up and change my clothes, my whole clothes, at least 3 or 4 times a night. It was really bad. But when I had the COVID, I had nothing. Like, what symptoms did you experience?
I believe I had COVID before it was like mainstream, with the information circulated.
Mm-hmm.
I had migraines, like serious migraines, for about a month and a half straight,
Mm.
right before I turned 50 in 2020 in February.
Mm-hmm.
A week later, it just stopped. And then a month later, we were just shut down everywhere. Other than that, I've been fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This shit has been wild, though, man. Like, this last couple of years in this country has just been.
The
I
new
seen some
norm.
wild shit, yeah, but I didn't think
Yeah.
like, and me and you are about the same age. You're a couple years older than me. And I mean, like we've seen everything from the Berlin Wall fall to now Russia want their shit back.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've seen a lot of shit, but this COVID shit, the way that this affected the country, and especially like that first with 2020 when the shit first jumped off and shit was looking like the world was about to end and you could go
Yeah.
outside and not see a soul. That shit was fucking scary, man.
That was like a movie with no unclear ending.
Oh my god. And then they kind of look back and think, was it overhyped? And
No, I mean,
I'm not being
if
disrespectful
the
to
death
anybody that
tolls they
passed.
was putting up on CNN was correct, it wasn't. 'Cause I remember watching them numbers, from just a lot to a little bit to a lot to way too many. So,
The thing about that though is that they like say you went to the hospital for a broken leg
oh
and
yeah,
you happened to get COVID while you were in the hospital, which happened, but your broken leg gave you a blood clot that got in your lungs and you died. When you die, they're going to say you died of COVID. Even
right.
though COVID had nothing to do with the fact you got a broken leg and a blood clot, which happens sometimes, occurred as a result of that broken leg. And I think that was the big problem that caused a lot of distrust amongst people because they was kind of muddying the numbers and shit. They wasn't being honest.
I mean, that somebody had to profit. So, I mean,
Oh my god,
unfortunately,
these cats made a shitload of money. And
that they did.
I was not smart enough to invest in the drug companies early on, and I think,
You and me both.
oh my god, yeah, I really should have put some money into that. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about school though? Because I can sometimes I go off on tangents and
Oh no, not a problem. No, I mean I had a great time. I mean it was a great 4 years. I definitely would recommend all of those to give that college thing a try. Just get some experience, different people, different opportunities, lifelong bonds. You know, it's an experience.
you ever thought about going back? You did 4 years.
Nah, not really.
Huh? Why waste it?
I mean, at this point, it's at age 52. I'm just trying to. Every day is a blessing. I'm not even sure what the future holds, and I will figure it out.
Mm.
But I'm not in a rush to do too much. I mean, I got 9, 10 nieces and nephews. So I'm living vicariously through them, watching them spread their rings, just trying to do this family thing.
See, you ain't got grandkids yet.
I got two grandnieces.
I got
Wait,
six
scratch that. I got a
grandkids.
grandniece and a grandnephew.
I got six grandkids. Yeah,
Woo.
just had number six, and well, I didn't have number, but
Congratulations.
number six. Thank you. Number six was born in January the 8th, and man, it's some humbling shit to have grandkids,
Absolutely.
and it just. I was literally thinking about it today. Like a part of me will be here forever.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm gonna be on somebody's fucking shirt at a family reunion talking about this dude helped start this shit back back in whatever year, 100 years from now. I might, I want to be in the museum. That's really the goal. A thousand years, somebody dig me up and my bones in somebody's museum.
And the pose.
Hey, why not? Somebody's
Hey,
got to be in the museum.
I can dig it.
I'm not gonna be in the Hall of Fame for shit. I don't know if there's just like a regular person Hall of Fame, although there should be.
We can start with.
That's not a bad idea,
We
actually.
can.
I mean, there's a lot of remarkable people that live normal lives that do remarkable shit to their community.
Yes, indeed, and they're not celebrated at all.
Yes, we put football players, no disrespect, baseball players, basketball players. You have a good career, and that career in the grand scheme of things is what, 10 years,
If that.
if that, and you're etched in history forever. Somebody that's raised half the neighborhood and been living in this community for 50 years, why shouldn't they be in the Hall of Fame?
I can dig it.
I'm gonna have to think about that. I wonder how we can work on that, man. The regular folk Hall of Fame. See, man, I'm glad we had this conversation.
Your everyday MVP.
Man, that's not a bad idea, man.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
oh my goodness. I wonder how you could do that. I mean, outside of, like if somebody saves some kittens and shit like that from a burning building, of course, but I'm not talking about, out outlying type of shit. I'm talking about your regular, average, everyday. I just got off of work and I took 3 kids to basketball camp. That ain't my kids. Just because they good kids and they didn't have a way.
Yes, indeed.
There's somebody out there doing that shit right now, taking
Right now.
somebody's kids to practice for no reason but because they good kids.
Exactly.
You know, shout out to them, man. What do you want for the next, let's say, 40 years? Think you get 40 years? I think you get 40 years.
Most definitely.
Really? I don't think I'm gonna get 40 years though.
I mean, my child's only 16, so I got to give her at least another 30. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
You
that's
waited
just
late.
not optional.
You waited late.
If I don't do anything else, I will do that.
What were you like, about 35, 36?
Yep.
Man, I was 19, my first one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I got them out the way quickly. And I had 3 girls. And that was it. Tapped out. You know. Would you have another one?
I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it.
Really?
I wouldn't rule it out.
For the longest time, I was like, that would be selfish on my part to have a kid at like 50. But the closer I got to 50, the more I started thinking about it, and I started making some changes in my diet, start exercising a little bit more. You know, like it wouldn't be a bad look, and I'm a more responsible individual at this
There you
point.
go. That's
You
it.
know, yeah, they'll definitely get the best version of my fathering if there's a thing.
Well put, my brother. Well put.
Now my daughters are staunchly opposed to me having any more children.
Is that right? Tell them mind their business.
And they have told me, no, daddy, you ain't having no more. Especially my baby. She don't want to give that up.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah. That's a lot of attention shifted in the wrong direction.
Oh my god. Although if I popped out, I had a baby, all that shit talking to go out the window, and they
Absolutely.
would love their little brother or sister, and man, that kid would get the deluxe treatment.
Deluxe.
Cause
And all the free babysitting.
oh my god, and I wouldn't have to buy shit because like I said, I got 6 grandkids.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that's hand me down city right there.
Pass it on down.
So, any advice that you have for the next generation?
In terms of,
Just life.
oh man, just take it slow. I mean, life is trial and error. You're gonna crash and burn. You got to get up, reevaluate your steps, try not to make the same mistakes over and over again. And take it day by day. Have faith in what you're doing, what you believe in, and move with a purpose.
That's real shit right there too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to use that in the clip, man, because that's profound shit right there. Especially the crash and burn. Yeah, anticipate making mistakes.
It's life.
Just don't lay on your back forever.
Exactly.
You got to get up. Man, I've had some fuck ups over the years.
We all have,
Oh my god.
But we still here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We
I'm
are
trying
still
to think.
here.
Crashing my car was one. That was a bad one.
Last year, I went to 13 funerals.
13?
13. The year started off losing 4 coworkers, 3 of them that were like brothers to me.
Mm-hmm.
Couple cats I grew up with. I had a horrible incident, just domestic violence. A friend of mine, my friend's nephew, killed my close friend's daughter, who was like a daughter to me and a big sister to my sister. Followed by my mother's passing, my best friend's sister's overdose. Like last year was by far the worst year of my life. Um, so it's been rough.
Damn, bruh. I am sorry. I don't think I've ever heard anybody with that much death around them
Yeah,
in such a
ridiculous.
short time.
And so much debt and nothing COVID related, which was just you know unbelievable within itself.
Jeez, bruh. Like I am so sorry to hear that, man. And that's a lot of. It takes a lot of strength to get through that, man. I'm.
And
Jeez.
luckily for me, I have a great support system, great family, wonderful friends. That's definitely kept a brother sane through some difficult times.
Oh my god, man. I was here. I am thinking about a damn car accident. Jesus Christ. It was pretty. It wasn't a bad car accident either. I was drunk and hit a wall.
I'm glad you're all right.
Oh my god, man! It's the dumbest accident in the history of stupid accidents. And this is a long ass time ago, but I'm just hammered, and we go to the mall, and I just hit for no absolute no reason. I just ran into a wall, and parked my car like nothing happened. I get out, go into the mall, and it's me, my cousin, and a whole bunch of us. I go into the mall. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes later, it dawns on me, damn, I just fucked my car up. So I run out to my car, and that's the last thing I remember. Come to find out, the next morning, I'm telling my ex, okay, I want to go pick up my car. It's at the mall. She's like, no, your shit's not at the car. I'm at the mall. I'm like, okay, where's my car at? Oh, your shit's like 2 miles away from the mall, in the parking lot of some store. I don't recall this shit at all.
Well, at least the story did not end in you getting arrested. So that's
It
all.
it did not, man. But man, that was that, that's one of my highlight, low light, dumb shit moments.
We've all had them.
Oh my god! So if you out there, man, please do not drink and drive.
Please
Uh,
not.
oh my god, it ain't gonna cost you but a couple dollars to take a. Y'all got Ubers now and shit.
Exactly.
Back in the day, you had a cab, and if the cab wasn't, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting the cab was damn near impossible. Oh, where have you traveled to, or where would you like to? You retired now? Is there anywhere you want to go?
I want to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. I mean, my bucket list is short. Now, post COVID, I'm not leaving the U.S., so Vegas is the top of my list.
Really, you can do
Yeah.
Vegas. It's not expensive either.
I'm just afraid I might not come back. That's probably why I haven't left. Made it there yet.
Well, shit, fuck it. It's still in the continental U.S. And from what I hear, it's not a bad city to live in.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, I interviewed somebody last week that lives in Vegas. Loves the shit. And the hotel rooms are generally like $20 a night. I'm not saying like the 5-star Ritz Carlton, but they ain't like the motel shit either.
Right.
You get to drink free in the casinos. It's not a bad gig. Like Vegas is pretty dope. If you gamble. Uh, uh,
I
I'm
am
not.
I am a gambler. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, see, I don't like the shows and shit. I'm not about to go see Engelbert Humperdinck or whatever the hell his name is, or whatever the other old white dude that sings. I'm not going to see them. So, and I don't want to see Circus Soleil. I want to go there and play blackjack, and that's it. You know,
Gotcha. I could dig it.
man, I love blackjack. They don't have the tables anymore though, and that's pissing me off. Anyway, anyway, man. Is there anything? I'm not gonna hold you up too long, man. I know you got a lot of shit to do, bro. I definitely thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. I know we didn't talk much about the Miami. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm a little spastic and I'm all over the place.
I mean, I can always come back on again and think of some stories that I could possibly share. I was actually writing down a list of all the players that I played with
Mm-hmm.
earlier today, and
Mm-hmm.
then I got sidetracked. Then I had to go to the internet, and I was like, damn, I played with a lot of cats. But I
Yeah, you
will come
did.
up with some stories that maybe I can share with you in the future.
Yeah, do that, man. And I don't want to, because I didn't want to ask too much, because I know, like, they had some wild ass shit going on back then, but that would require for you to kind of like tell some shit that you don't really want to tell. So, and I respect that. Now, if you want to drop some shit, let me know.
Got to get some consent first. I'll get back to you on
Yeah,
that.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble, have niggas calling you waiting outside your house.
You
You
know
know,
what I'm saying?
some of them rich too. They literally have somebody outside your house. We don't need that.
No, sir.
Um, but it definitely, I have thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, man. And you always welcome to come back. And yeah, write down some stories and things that you want to talk about, and we'll do it again.
Absolutely. I definitely appreciate you having me.
Oh, no doubt, man. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out, man. Shout out to Nate for hooking it up.
Yes, sir.
Um,
That's my brother.
that Nate's a good dude. So
Absolutely. One of the
shout out to
best.
him. No doubt, man. And on that note, man, we're gonna be out, man. Peace to you, man. Enjoy your day, man. Enjoy retirement, bro.
Yes, indeed, my brother. It's a pleasure
Uh,
talking to you.
a pleasure to you talking to you too, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, peace.
Bye bye.